there.
Right.
What's going on, guys? Sorry we're late. We actually just got off a conference call with Kenny Boucher and Rob Baer. You should go check out their YouTube channel, The Long War.
Dude, you like totally like just chopped out like it's like who? Say it again.
You say it. You say it.
Yeah, what
like,
Michael was trying to say before he had technical difficulties is, sorry we're late, guys. We're actually 40 minutes late. Sorry about that. We had a conference call with Kenny Boucher and Rob Baer. So more about that in the coming weeks. For now, though, definitely go check out their Long War YouTube site and Spiky Bits channel. We had a conference call with Kenny Boucher and Rob Baer.
Yeah, so you know who we are, guys. I mean, if you're on the channel. If you don't, I'm Michael.
I'm Chris.
I'm Josh.
I'm
Damn
Simon.
right.
I'm Colin.
We go apologize to everybody.
And Zach is the empty window right there.
So what's going on, guys? I guess we have a pretty short show for tonight. We really don't have a whole bunch of content, but we do have some stuff that we'll be talking about tonight. I guess the first thing that we're going to talk about is STIF 2, right?
Yeah.
2. And that's coming up March 12th, so that's going to be here before you know it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
What's the count? What's the count right now, Pretty? What are we looking at as far as STIF 2?
Sorry, I got distracted over to the side. My bad. We have 21 attendees. We've got 7 tickets left. So if you're on the fence about coming, get off the fence. Get your ticket now. You don't want to miss out on this. We've got a great day of Heresy Gaming planned for you. I actually put up a couple of sample missions on the Facebook page, the event page, I should say. If you go to South Texas Horse Heresy 30K, and there's a South Texas in Flames 2 event tab, just hit that, and you can check it out. But go look at that, see what we've got posted up. Check out those missions. Just 2 of the missions are spoiled or sampled so far. But we'll have more in the coming week. My plan is to have, before the end of this next week, have all of the missions spoiled. So if you guys want to start trying them out, play testing them, practicing, you'll have that option.
Can you give us some deets on those missions, man?
Yeah, we've got a.
You tease them a little bit.
Oh, I certainly can tease those missions. So the 2 missions I put up, the first one is called Cataclysm, and what that is, if you've already looked at our event primer, there is what's called a flexible points list, 3,000 point flexible points list that we're requesting players to bring. And what this is, this table, this mission, is representing a very brutal battle that takes place on the outskirts of one of the halves on the planet that is being fought over. This mission itself is made up of mostly super heavies, tanks, vehicles.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty brutal. But here's the clicker. I wanted to make it accessible. 2 things actually. I wanted to make it asymmetrical. So, as is often in warfare, things aren't always fair. Things aren't always as they seem. So this is a 2-on-2 mission. People, if they've got super heavies, that basically they can build up to a 3,000 point list. If you don't have a super heavy, you're capped at 1,000 points. And so it's going to be up to you and your team on the day of STIF 2 as they're assigning who's going to play what missions each round. To decide who's going to pair up and how that pair up is going to work for that mission. So you could have somebody with 3,000 points worth of super heavies. Their teammate has 1,000 points basically of special forces. It may be a Primarch and a couple of elite characters and a squad of veterans, for example. That those are going to be the guys that are, while the big guns are duking it out and the vehicles are trading the heavy shots, those are going to be the guys that are trying to execute what we are calling the secret orders.
Fancy.
Totally looking forward to that. I'm totally looking forward to seeing what massive vehicles people get. I've been seeing a lot of progress shots on the our Facebook group of people that are putting things together, and I really haven't seen too many Lords of War going together. But
yeah, it's been a little.
I feel like people are keeping them under wraps,
Yeah, you guys don't need to know what Lords of War I'm bringing.
Yeah, I really agree. I think that one, I hope people are keeping them under wraps because I want to be surprised by someone pops out with a glaive, which I have yet to see on the table. So I'd be super pumped if someone brings a glaive or someone brings a Warlord Titan. That could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
Man,
So
the
Go-
glaive is one of those units that I really want to whack off, man, because I
I
don't see why anyone would take the glaive, man. I'm hoping Colin
What?
can come up with something.
Oh my gosh, I could give you 100 reasons to take the glaive.
Look cool factor. That's about it.
That's all you need right there.
Yeah, you just gave the best reason. Why do you need another reason?
That's true. That's true.
But I mentioned, so going back for a second, I mentioned the secret orders. So, people are probably thinking like, oh man, how am I gonna make any headway in this game if I'm playing 1,000 points and my teammate maybe has 3,000 or 2,000 even, and our opponents are fielding 6,000 together. So the game is 1 victory point. Primary objectives 1 VP for each unit destroyed or forced to fall back off the table. And then the secret orders, each team will draw 2 secret orders. These secret orders are going to be only achievable by these small units. I don't anticipate anything in there that the big guns are going to be able to take on because, again, as in war, you may be sending in the Green Berets or the SEALs or the Spetsnaz or any of those guys to accomplish objectives while you've got a tank battle raging around you. So I'll just give you one of the ones that we put in here. This is a loyalist faction secret order called We Need Intel. Traitor leaders must be captured and interrogated to glean any intel and insight into the War Master's plans. Once during the game, loyalist forces gain the Precision Strike special rule with a declared unit. For each enemy character or independent character captured, which is basically killed, the loyalist will receive an additional VP over what is already going to be given for killing that unit.
Oh wow.
Named characters are worth 2 additional VP.
What?
Yeah, so that's that could be that right there. So
That's like a game changer right there.
if you have your special forces taking out, basically the warlord of this other side, you could hit 3 VP just in the snap of a finger. And also, it's very narrative because that's something that would be going on.
You pop a Primarch, that's 5 victory points right there. You
Yeah.
play the Warlord, you're extra, and then 2 for Lord of War. Oh, I guess it's 4.
Well, I'm not running in.
Oh no, it's 2 because he's a character.
Yeah, it's 2 for he's a character. So one of the traitor faction ones example I gave is jamming. Well, actually I gave 2. So I kind of like the Fury one. So let me read that one. And we just were talking about this movie, so I will say it was influenced a little bit by that.
Oh, such a good movie.
Oh, I know.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it, Colin?
I did. It was really good.
Oh, it's fantastic. So the special order is they called her Fury. Renowned for her uncanny ability to survive the most brutal battles, Fury strikes fear to the heart of her enemies. Before the game begins, the traitors dominate 1 vehicle with a tank description. That becomes Fury. At the start of the player's game turn, once per game, that vehicle may be given the It Will Not Die special rule. Further, if the nominated vehicle destroys at least 2 other vehicles with a tank description, the traitors garner an additional VP per kill.
Oh man, so but that could Now you say tank. Is super heavy tank included in that, or do we are you limiting it? It can be.
Yeah, super heavy. Anything that says tank in it. So that's going to open it up. That's going to leave a lot of room because there's a lot of stuff running around with tank slapped in the description.
Oh my god.
Baneblade, the Space Marine Baneblade variants.
Honestly, if there's some Solar Ox player came over and was started rolling a Stormhammer, I think that'd be legit. Because that thing's a rolling fortress.
Oh heck yeah!
Man, I want to see Solar Ox on the table. Sorry, kind of completely different.
No, that's fine. But that's 2 examples of the secret orders. Actually, on the sample missions that I've posted, I've actually got 4 examples of secret orders. So go to the Facebook page, go to the event itself, South Texas in Flames 2. You can see a couple of more of those secret orders. The rest of the secret orders will stay secret until the day of the event. Y'all won't see them. So if you're playtesting, you're only going to have these 4 basically to playtest with. The rest are going to be. I want there to be some surprise on the day of the event. So,
and on the event as well, are we going to have I guess just talking about right now, you've also mentioned that not only were you have secret orders, there's going to be like certain weather factors during the day, right?
Yeah. So throughout the day, there's going to be we've got a couple of TOs that will be overseeing the event. We'll be going around throughout the day, and there's going to be some random events that will happen during each event round. So in games 1, 2, and 3, each game will have something happen on one or more tables. But again, I'm not really going to spoil those, but they could be anything from weather. They could be all the way to maybe there's a shipyard in orbit that I talk about in the event primer. Maybe the traders or the loyalists have sent a ship crashing to the planet. That could really mess up somebody's day. So it's something that could happen. I mean, I'm not saying you will see it, but could happen. And that's just going to be one of those things that's going to pop up. And additionally, we will have during each game round. So there's going to be a lot going on. That's why we have tournament organizers, so we can have this stuff happening once per game round. So once in games 1, 2, and 3, we're going to have a little pop-up awards, and that'll be something that's called out. And the first team or the first player to achieve that award will get something. And we're not going to say what that is. Maybe an in-game benefit. It may be a little pop-up prize. It's hard to say, but the first team or the first player to getting some feedback. That award will get something, and we're not going to say what that is.
Chris, do you have the YouTube page open right now?
I do. I just realized it was. Nope, I don't have it playing, so it's not me.
It's Colin.
It's Colin.
Scrub.
Hit the pause, man.
Dude, not even hit pause, just put mute.
Or that. So back real quick to the first mission. Each table also is going to be themed with the terrain and with the mission itself. So the Cataclysm table is a 4x8, so it's going to be on a large table. It's going to be dense city terrain, so you may have infantry sneaking but in alleyways that vehicles can't get down. Likewise, you may have some wide lanes of fire as streets running through the hab, where it's going to be pretty freaking dangerous to stick your head out going from one side to the other. So I think that the table itself, I think, is going to play a really neat part in the mission.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's going to be so sweet.
It's going to be so fun.
So that's the first sample mission. The second one I have called it's Mission 2, the Castelli operation. Knowing that controlling the air will be key to either side's success, both Loyalist and Traitor commanders set their eyes on an airfield north of the Teclan hub. Several Loyalist planes sit on the tarmac at landing pads awaiting repairs before being certified as airworthy by the Tech Priest. The orders are given: secure the planes for our use, or make sure the enemy can't get them. So this is a 2,000-point mission. It's a solo, so it's one per side, 1v1. 4x6 table set up to simulate an airfield. And it's going to use the search and destroy deployment, which is it's got an 18-inch bubble in the center, and then you've got 4 quadrants on the outer edges where the deployment takes place. Each flyer, so there'll be 1 flyer in each quadrant, so 4 flyers total. Each flyer is an objective. And the 5th objective is the airfield control bunker that's going to sit in that little 18-inch bubble. That's the 5th and final objective. And so the special rules, you've got deny the enemy. Either faction may choose to destroy a flyer objective rather than capturing it. So there's going to be some tactics that are going to have to be brought into play here, because as it stands, with each flyer worth 1 VP, you could break even on your VPs, and then you have to decide: do you want to try to secure the bunker, which is worth 2 VP? Do you want to try to destroy someone else's flyers that they're already controlling?
That's what I would do.
Them? Yeah, I mean,
all day. It's just like 2 squads of melted drop pods and
yeah, it's
stuff.
It's going to be interesting to see what people do. So, 1 VP for each flyer held at the end of the game, 2 VP for holding the airfield control bunker. So here's what happens. At the end of the game, each flyer held by a faction receives 1 missile strike to be used in the following event round on a table or tables of their choosing.
There it is.
Oh, come on.
The Warlord Killer.
Yeah. Say excluding Zone Mortalis. So you can't use on Zone Mortalis. But Yeah, I can't fire it up into space. We're not doing that. The missile strike itself must be used at the beginning of the first shooting phase during that game. If you have multiple missile strikes, you can put no more than 2 on one table. So the most strikes you would have is 4, and you can only put 2 on a particular table, and they have to be used immediately. So when they go that first shooting phase, that has to be done first.
So, Chris, you're keeping me from giving out 10 strikes all at once?
Please.
I know.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and the missile strike profile, strength 8, AP 3 ordnance. So it's not super powerful.
It's not bad, though.
But it's something that could help out.
It's not the Lance strike like we had last year.
Yeah, I learned a little bit from that.
That was game.
Definitely can turn a game.
So the other thing is if you control the bunker at the end of the game, the following benefit is given to the controlling faction. In the following event round, 1 table can be chosen, and that faction's player receives +1 to their reserve roll. So that's a little benefit if you control that bunker. Maybe you don't win the VP and take the table as a whole, but maybe you're saying, hey, I want to get that reserve roll because I know we've got some sort of army that's going to benefit from it this next round.
Oh, yeah. Iron Warriors all day long.
So, Chris, speaking of STIF, did we say how many, do we know how many Legionnaire packs were sold in regards to tickets-wise? Is that something we can put out there, or is that not
Right now, I want to say, and this is just, I don't have it pulled up, but I want to say we've got 21 tickets sold. I want to say 17 Legionnaire packs were sold.
Nice.
So it's trending pretty heavily. People that are buying a ticket, most of them have gone ahead to get the Legionnaire pack to get that extra swag.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys, we've got a sweet shirt that's going to be coming. I can't show you a picture yet. It's getting mocked up right now at the printer, but we will have that soon. It's going to be very cool. You're not going to want to miss out on that, amongst other great things.
Yeah, speaking of swag, guys, and we can only thank them enough on this one. Angry Mojo hooked up the swag. Like, not only did we get an entire table of terrain that's going to be, they set up the table. They set up exactly the way, it's going to be a sweet table. You'll see the Angry Mojo table. But on top of that, they offer all sorts of acrylic cut counters and everything. So we have stuff coming from Angry Mojo that is event specific that will be in the swag bag as well. And they hooked it up, guys. They are all about the hobby.
Yeah, that's great guys over there, man. That's just doubling on what Michael said. And I've seen a picture of one of the items, and it's pretty sweet, man. I think you guys are gonna really love it when y'all get your swag bags.
And exclusive to this event only.
Yes, you can only get it coming to the event. So, and let me just take a moment. This question was asked by a couple of different people. One, the swag bags are only available if you're purchasing a ticket and attending the event. I set it up that way for a reason, because I want people to come and have fun at the event. I really don't want the sorry if you're not able to make it. I do feel bad a little bit, but at the same time, most of this is coming out of our own pockets. We're not making any money on this at all. So we really don't want to be responsible for shipping stuff all over who knows where for people that can't make it. So for those coming, the swag bag is a great item. Hopefully once people see it and they say, man, I wasn't sure if I wanted to come, but now it's STIF 3. I know the swag is going to be legit. The missions are going to be awesome. Everyone had a blast, and I feel like a lame ass for not coming. Come to STIF 3. I don't know any other way to put it.
And we get it, guys. We get that you can't be here. Like, we get that some of you are in Seattle or wherever, and you really want to be here. But to answer Sly's question, Sly 191, we will be recording the battles, and actually we will be live streaming one of the battles. And I know last time we live streamed the Zone Mortalis game, it was kind of like this long, ridiculous live stream that you can find on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like 8 hours or whatever. Well, that was kind of like our test run for it. But this time around, it's going to be a live stream of a 4x6 table, and there will be commentators and everything like that. We will be official.
Yeah.
And so even though you can't be there, if you want to dedicate 8 hours of your Saturday to watching this live stream of our game going on, you absolutely can, because that's exactly what it will be.
Dude, there's no football on. You got nothing to do.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Get your models out. Watch a live game.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can like equate it to is the Magic the Gathering, like World Series when you see the like last two guys in the tournament going. It's gonna be like that, but
Or prettier.
our setup is gonna be
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, and you know what Michael's saying, that it's going to be awesome. We're going to have exclusives throughout the day, video recap. I've actually got someone who's a photographer that's going to be shooting the entire event for us. That'll be posted up on Facebook, picture-wise. So in addition to the videos and things that you can get through our channel here, going to our Facebook page, you'll be able to check it out. Just if you want to see all the pictures and get great close-ups of all these really sweet armies, because I know people are going to be bringing their A game to this thing, and you know, really checking it out. So I think it's going to be cool.
Hey, we got a question from Relaws6 about having both a tank commander like Cosmo North and Fury in the same tank. If you want, you know, a lot of these questions, I know there's going to be tweaks and stuff between now and then, but just to make you aware of the question that came up on the chat.
So I don't have my, well, I could blur it out of the big black book. Off the top of my head, what is Castermanoth's special ability? Does anyone have it?
He's a point. He costs a certain amount of points. I can't remember what the amount of points is. You can assign him to one tank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if he can go on super heavy tanks though.
Yeah, from what I remember, I didn't think he could, but I don't, you know, without looking it up, I don't know. But what is his actual benefit? What does he give for being in a tank? That's my question. Oh, hang on. I didn't want to have to flip through the big black book, but I guess I will.
I'm using
Big
my
black
phone.
book.
Yeah,
I'm using my phone to do this, so unfortunately I can't look.
Yeah, I apologize for people watching online, watching me read in a book, but it's all we got right now.
All right, so temporarily the answer is no. You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's something that's semi-broken if they're asking.
We're like, it will not die with Commander or whatever. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, it's actually in book 2, I think.
Yeah, it's a massacre.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to have to look it up offline.
But you can direct your questions to our voicemail, or you can send them to our email, and we will get back with you. So we love hearing from our viewers.
Absolutely.
So, anything that gets posted up here, if we missed it, just shoot us a voicemail, and we'll be sure to get back with you on a ruling.
Oh, he posted up. 80 points, ballistic skill 5, tank hunter, and any tank with one side with armor 13+.
Yeah. You know what? In all honesty, if you're spending the points, because it's not a guarantee you're going to draw that card. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily. I'm going to allow it, because the chance you may not draw. It's going to be a 1 in 12 or 2 in 12 chance. So whatever that is, 1 in 6.
So bring him.
Yeah. So bring it. Do it. If you draw it, then you'll be a badass with it. If you don't draw it, then Castermanoth's still cool to have on your tank. So it's a win-win.
And when my tanks roll over your tank, don't cry.
Is that Woody asking that?
No, those are outlaws.
Yeah, I didn't have the chat window open. I was just curious.
So yeah, man.
STIF gonna be crazy. Cray.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it, and we'll have a lot more stuff, coming up over the coming weeks in the different shows. Just letting you guys know what's going on as the prep gets closer. We'll have more missions get spoiled. You've got the first two of the missions have been put up already, so you'll have a few more coming out. And we won't spoil everything. There'll be surprise events, as I said. Even beyond that, if you're just in the area, I know I've had a couple of people message me and just say, hey, we want to drive down just to watch, just to check it out and meet the players. We're not ready to play yet. That's awesome. Bring it, come down. If you're within driving distance, or if you want to fly down here, also we have an airport. Bring it. Come check it out. Meet everybody. It's gonna be a fun day. We'll have snacks.
And if you can't make it, guys,
punch and pie.
If you can't make it and you want to playtest the missions, just go to our South Texas Facebook group, and all the missions are posted up there. If y'all could playtest them for us and let them know, hey, this is what happened when I playtested this mission, and this is what makes it broken as shit. Let us know, because like all the missions are just great. So and even last South Texas in Flames 1, I mean, all the missions that we played were real. I mean, they were fun. I mean, you can look at our YouTube.
Yeah, it was great.
Like, they all had narrative to them. You understood what you were trying to do. You understood your storyline and all that. So
The traitor Raven Guard died under the Ultramarines' guns.
Oh!
They did. They tried to crash land their Thunderhawk into
Crushing this Thunderhawk with no survivors.
no survivors.
So speaking, you mentioned narrative, and I just jump in one more quick thing on this. We do have a narrative. We are huge in the narrative into the hobby. This isn't a points-driven tournament, and I think we've said that before. But the overall narrative of the day it's in the primer, but just to let everybody know that hasn't had a chance to read it yet. The galaxies in chaos as reports of a brewing civil war are heard. While the real truth of Istvan is yet to be discovered, Horus sends his forces outward to conquer strategic outposts for the next phase of his war. Knowing the Ultramarines must be removed from the equation in the coming battle on Terra, Horus sets his eyes on a small but strategic system bordering the edge of Ultramar. A vital shipyard orbits a world with rich fuel production and a small mechanicum forge. The shipyard hosts ships from numerous legions refueling and refitting before carrying the Great Crusade further into unknown space. While mistrust is building due to the fragments of reports reaching through the aether, Horus uses the fog of war to enact a new betrayal on former brothers. Can the Lilith survive the surprise attack of the War Master's forces? Will Horus be foiled and forced to retreat, leaving word of his actions to be carried to the nearby Ultramarines? It's up to you guys to decide. The feel of this is, no one knows what's going on yet. They've heard word. There's some mistrust out there, and Horus has the legions loyal to him basically enact their own surprise attack here on this little frontier region. So that's going to be the general narrative. Then each mission is going to have a narrative that furthers that story, and then you guys as the players are going to be the ones that determine how it ends. So who knows? It could make a different outcome for Calth if the loyalists are able to foil Horus' juncture.
I can get there. My Ultramarines can get there in time if we win.
I can't wait to see how the whole story element starts unfolding.
So guys,
speaking of fluff, though, I'm assuming this is gonna be Kevin at the Basement Collective. I know there's a bunch of those guys that actually work with the Basement Collective, but I'm gonna assume this is Kevin that asked the question. He says, "I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care for the fluff. Don't kill me. But I just like throwing dice. Would I find the event enjoyable still?" Now, I think this question is more based towards Colin and Simon, because y'all are more 40K tournament.
That's not true, Michael. Not at all.
Wash your mouth out, sir.
Yeah, you sit down, sir. You take that back.
Yeah, Simon's not like that.
Oh, so
the guy who's a binder worth of literally pictures of his models with little backgrounds on each of them. Come on. Dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. Colin.
Michael, fucking fight me, Jesus.
Is this how it starts?
Next on the Forgotten Legion, a split farms.
Man. Just
So
had
Colin.
the Forgotten Legion heresy break out.
It's Bridges.
It's
Bridges and Colin.
Okay,
the Real Housewives of Forgotten Legion.
Bridges and Colin. Y'all are our clutch 40K tourney winners. So you have this really hardcore playing 40K mentality. How is the feel at STIF versus that?
I would say when I was I've had fun in most of my 40K tournaments, though I've played against some assholes, and anyone who's played a lot of 40K tournaments can probably say they've run across a couple of those guys.
Yeah.
And I can say, based off of that, playing at STIF, South Texas in Flames, playing 30K, most fun I've ever had playing in an event. I would take that over a 40K tournament any day of the week, even if there was no chance of me winning anything whatsoever. That's how much fun I had.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, I think one of the things, even though I push the narrative end of it real hard, and I know at the Forgotten Legion, that's what we're about. When you start looking at the missions themselves, there are those same features that your 40K tournament type mission is going to have. You've got your victory points, you've got your your conditions for victory, so to speak. So you know, like, hey, if I'm here to roll dice and I want to try, it's going to be set up that way for you. And you can be like, the narrative's what it is. I'm going to be here. I want to just get some good games. And I guarantee you come into one of these events, you will get good games.
Absolutely.
Whether you like the narrative or not. Yeah.
Oh man, and you'll get like, not only will we explain to you what you're doing, it's like, hey, you need to capture this objective. You're gonna know what that objective is, like how important it is to the rest of your team. Like it's a big deal. Like it's not so much a straight tournament style because what you do affects the health of your entire team.
Yep.
So it's all one like there will be winners and losers because there's only two sides to choose from. So whether you'll be on the winning side or the losing side is pretty much all you have to. And like how other people play affect how your game goes. So.
Yeah, I think so. Kevin,
you're,
oh, sorry, Josh. Go ahead, bud.
No. Go ahead. Yeah, it's all good.
No, I was just going to say. There you go again. Go ahead, Josh.
It was just a dick joke. I can hold it.
I can hold it.
I can hold it.
Can you, Josh?
I am holding it.
There we go.
So speaking of rolling dice, I keep saying one more thing, but we didn't have the primer ready in our last episode. So, as I said, there are conditions for winning the games. Obviously, we do have some things that are that people who attend the 40K style events are going to be familiar with. And by that I mean we have different award levels. So what we're doing with this, we have some prizes that we're going to give out. We have best appearance overall. That's going to be I've got a painting rubric that I posted. I've actually borrowed that from Adepticon. I reached out to Mark Rayleigh and said, hey, do you mind if we borrow that? He said, sure, go for it. So we've got a celebrity judge that's 99% sure he's going to be able to make it. So we've got a celebrity judge that's going to come out and judge appearance. We've got best sportsman, so a player with the highest sportsmanship score, plus favorite opponent's votes. You'll vote that on your score sheet. And then we're going to have the best overall, or the stiff badass, as we like to say. And that's the player with the highest victory, appearance, and sportsmanship total.
Not getting that one.
Yeah, so with those, you can only win one of those. So you won't have someone come in and sweep all the awards. We want to make sure everyone has a chance at it. And then finally, we have best loyalist and best trader. That's actually voted on by your faction members. So that's not something that we as judges are going to be doing. It's going to be up to the factions themselves throughout the day to just make mental note, like, dude, I think this dude, maybe you had a clutch win. Maybe you had just a badass thematic moment on the battlefield that may elevate you to be voted best loyalist. We got some sweet prizes for that stuff, man, and I think you guys are gonna really enjoy that. That's
what
cool.
I've always wanted to see in an award is the MVP unit. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's got that one sergeant that just like comes through and like takes out the demon prince or kills like the super heavy tank with a power fist.
I know, dude. Dude, those are my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of just any event. Like,
that's why you play the game. Honestly, is for stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Finding out that Zach's Warhound got taken out by some random blast, like it sucked, but it was fucking.
We don't talk about that here.
It was hilarious.
Hey,
Zach's not here. It's okay.
Did Sam say he's going to take a headshot as a prize? What?
A headshot.
I don't think we're giving out facials at this event, Sam.
Oh, is it? Yeah, no, we can though. I'll get it. Actually, we'll put that.
I'll get in on that action, dude. Don't worry about it.
We'll put that in the swag bag. Everybody gets one, but not the same one.
You get a facial. You get a facial.
I mean, hey man, headshots are expensive. Like that's money right there.
It'll be a different part of his body, and so, like,
gotta put them all together.
Wrong head.
You've got to meet up with your alliance members to make the full picture.
The girls never came. Never came.
So how's everyone's stiff armies coming along? Is anyone bringing something different for stiff from the first stiff?
Oh man.
Well, at this point, I'm gonna bow out, guys. I'm gonna bid everyone good night.
We miss you already, Chris. We miss
I
you
know,
already.
miss
All
you
right, pretty.
guys.
We see you later.
Bye, Pretty.
See y'all next week, guys. Take care.
Later. All right, so yeah,
All right.
back to hobby progress, guys. Unfortunately,
Pretty's gone.
yeah, now we can talk 40K like we always wanted.
I'm not gone just yet. I heard that.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Can I guess?
Scatter.
Okay. So I guess progress-wise, unfortunately, I won't be in STIF 2 because I'll be doing the whole TON thing with Chris on that one.
Aw.
But you know, I got these bad boys. These are gonna do some damage.
What are those rapiers? Oh yeah, they are.
Graviton.
Graviton
My
rapiers.
gravy rapier.
Scary.
Gravy rapiers.
Hey,
Yeah.
Michael.
Gravy,
Speaking
gravy.
of that, did you get my Mark IV Rapier Crewman in the mail yet?
No, I haven't gotten them just yet.
Darn.
I haven't gotten anything that I was supposed to get in just yet.
Oh.
I think my mailman just stopped bringing me mail.
Your mailman was like, man, I really like Forge World now too. I watched the podcast. I'm just gonna hold on to Michael's packages for him.
I'm down. That's why I haven't got my Korax or my Dark Furies yet, because
man.
my mailman saw that UK little postmark and he's gone. He's genius. He's brilliant.
Brilliant.
So what are y'all working on? What are y'all working on right now for Stiff 2?
Well, the only thing I have left really to do is, spoiler for anyone who's going and is listening, is I'm finishing up my suzerain for my Ultramarines.
Oh,
Scissor-
so
The Scissor Squad.
the Scissor Squad.
Have you gotten to the boarding shields yet, Simon?
No, Colin, I'm saving those for last because I know I'm going to want to shoot myself by the time I get started on them. So,
Okay, hold on. I got a question. Hold on. I'm going to bust in. I got a question.
all right.
All right. Graviton. All right. I'm trying to take the consensus here. Graviton.
Yeah.
What color is Graviton?
Green.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we have a green.
Yeah,
Oh,
green.
yes.
I'd say
I've
green.
always painted mine as green, so,
Simon, you're the man. I'm going to go with
Yeah.
green. Yeah.
Uh,
but
the
honestly,
guys-
I mean, realistically, it's probably just not a color. Like, it doesn't really
Yeah.
show up as anything.
The guys
but,
in 40K do a lot of green too.
Oh yeah, purple. Sam said purple. That's
Oh.
thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Let me tell you what these
Pink.
assholes did, okay?
Landscape.
Let me tell you what these assholes did to me. So I'm painting up my my twin Graviton Bombards on my Leviathan, right? I'm like 80% done with the model, and all I got to do is effects. I got to give the effects. So I said, hey, what do you think about green for Graviton? Oh, yeah, green. Green would definitely. Blue Plasma, red Volkite, green Graviton. Let's
Yeah,
do
I'm a fan of an orangish for Volkite, personally.
I do yellow for Volkite.
Red.
Okay.
Red for Volkite. Have you
All
seen?
right.
Have you
I've
seen the new?
I've
the
seen
new,
the original art, Michael.
You saw the new
Okay.
art with where it's.
Yeah, it's red. It's literally it's a fucking ray gun, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So we're
Okay,
we're
so
all on the same page.
let me get on. I'm going slow. So I'm painting, and we're talking on a conference call and everything like that. And I'm about 80% done with the effects, right? Almost completing the model. And then somebody pops off, hey, man, Graviton would be great in purple, like Mace Windu purple, And I was like, what? What? Oh, yeah. And then it's like, oh, yeah, purple. So awesome, purple.
I
So
mean,
now I got
purple's a pretty cool color, but
Yeah.
I'm painting all my Graviton purple now. Well, that's a standard for me now. I'm gonna
it's okay though, Josh. My Graviton is green, so if you go green, I'll back you up. I got you.
Man, me and Simon,
Yeah,
we're on.
I'm
We're
gonna
on.
do. I do green for my Graviton.
You know
Hell
what?
yeah.
Rapiers.
I'm gonna give y'all both a Leviathan, and y'all better paint this.
You give me Leviathan, I'll paint it purple.
You see what happens here? This is horrible.
My price tag, my sellout point is one Leviathan with grab combat arm.
That's right. I know how to play the numbers, Josh. I know how to play
You
this game.
suck. You suck.
I'll paint it in rainbows for you.
Colin and I are broke, Josh, so it's kind of like we'll take what we can get.
Right? You're gonna have like four Leviathans apiece. Half of them are purple, half of them are green.
Which one did you buy for yourself? The green ones.
No.
Me and Josh we're just gonna be buying all the Legionnaires. Like,
Back me up on this, Simon. I'm sending you 2 Leviathans.
I need to paint this green.
I'll do it. You guys send it to me. I'll do it.
I have a whole army of Leviathans. It's so weird.
I'm really upset Forge World didn't make them into talents. I can't even run all of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, when I paint stuff, it kind of depends on the color of the armor I'm painting it for. Because, in my opinion, green Graviton's not gonna look that good with the Salamander's army, so I'd probably change the color up for that.
That's what Kenny Boucher said. He said that he changes it per army. Is what.
It just depends.
Purple rain.
Purple rain. Purple rain.
But for my Ultramarines, I do green plasma because I don't think blue plasma on blue armor doesn't look that good, in my opinion. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am definitely gonna go with blue plasma. I just don't know how to do it on these little seeker guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would do. I would probably go. I can send you the recipe. It's how I kind of do mine for my eye lenses and stuff. So I can send you that if you want.
Well, I airbrush a lot of stuff, so I was gonna do the OSL look. I wasn't sure, if you look at it, right here, do I just do that little tip?
I guess, yeah.
Just that little baby tip on there.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Just
I'll do.
the tip, Mike.
Just a tip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just the tip. Look at this. Look at this badass.
Nice.
Look at that badass.
I need one. And that's one of the last things I need for my Ultramarines army. Or not my Ultramarines, my Blood Angels army.
I like how you have it. In the whack-off configuration.
Yeah, with the double graviton. Yeah, thank you, Colin.
You got the Phosphex launcher on it too, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I just need to put my Volkites on it.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Go ahead and show Relos 6 your Tyrants if you have them around. He's asking what's the best model to grab to convert into Tyrant Terminators.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's the actual recipe is a Cataphractide Terminator with a Contemptor Dreadnought. What is that called, guys? The
missile pod.
Cyclone missile launcher.
No, Havoc launcher.
Havoc.
No.
Is it Havoc launcher?
It's because a Contemptor can only take
Cyclone.
Havoc launchers. The
Okay.
Cyclone is in 40k, but
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that is the Contemptor. That's actually the Contemptor missile launcher on his Tyrant Terminators.
They look perfect. I mean, they fit just perfect.
and if you wanted to, you could also use the Cyclone missile launchers from plastic Terminator sets.
Yeah.
But they're a little boxy. I mean, for my liking, the Cyclone missile launchers fit, but they're a little boxy as opposed to the Contemptor.
You could also use the missile launchers from the land speeder sets too.
Yes.
Yes, you could do that. I'm personally, when I finally at some point get around to making full Mentaurus Terminators, will be using the plastic ones because that's how they look in the Heresy Visions book.
Mm-hmm.
What was that one company that was making the missile launcher replacement? That was man.
It wasn't Puppets War, was it?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, I want to say it was Puppets War. I think that's what everybody's going with, Relos.
Yeah.
I think
That's easy. That's cheap to pick up.
Yeah.
Or cheaper than buying a bunch of Havoc launchers from Forge World.
Yeah, not everybody has Josh money.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. Really?
Not everybody has that powder coating money.
Has 50 Terminators money.
Brag about it, Josh. Jesus.
Someone's overcompensating.
I'm just struggling to buy 5 Terminators, and I'm like, I got 50.
My penis is huge.
It's small. We know how it is.
Trying to look. So who else? Colin, where are you at right now on you?
I actually just finished up painting my last model for my STIF army. I was gonna keep it secret, but I guess I'll show it to y'all.
What is it? Let's see it.
It's an Acheron. Oh God, no.
Is it?
It's the
Acheron.
It's a Cerastus Acheron.
Oh, sweet.
Look how shiny that thing is.
Speaking of Cerastus Acherons, I got my Atropos in the mail yesterday. Or Atropos, however the fuck you say it.
Atropos.
Whatever.
That's a killer model, man.
I don't care.
my
Pretty's not here. He can't make fun of
I
me.
was about to say, do we need Pretty in here? So.
But it's a nice model, man. I'm excited to put that together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and speaking of South Texas in Flames, part of the painting rubric is a display board, and I actually picked up the display board over the weekend.
Dude. Oh my God, yeah.
So I'll flip the camera and show it to y'all.
Let's see it.
So are you actually taking Mechanicum?
Yeah, I'm taking Mechanicum.
That was
Well,
yours,
that's what
Paul. I didn't realize that was yours.
That's not a Forge World board, is it?
Yeah, it's not a forgeable board. That my friend, he made it himself.
What is going on there? Like, what is this?
Can you zoom out a little bit, buddy?
Gears, man. It's awesome.
Explain us
it's
what's happening here.
Okay, it's a bunch of gears on the board with some manufacturing type stuff. So like over here, you got some kind of like pressure vessels with like different chemicals or stuff inside of it, and then over here you got a kind of a tower
dope.
for like basically my my Magos will be standing up here, kind of directing the army forwards.
Like a little Hitler.
Yeah, basically. And my tech thralls will be on this rampart. And there's some pieces that's missing here, but there's supposed to be like a little like tower right here also, and some missing pieces. And like the Acheron will be standing in the back along with some tanks, and the rest of my infantry will be more towards the front on this big gear here.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, fuck, man. Now I gotta step my game up now.
I know, man.
I know.
Dude,
So if you're bringing a display board, you gotta step up your game.
Yeah, man. I feel like we're all gonna like. Okay, at our local hobby shop.
I know where you're going.
Man, we had a contest. It was basically a armies on parade kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like, man, this is gonna be sweet, man. I'm just gonna pack up a bunch of knights. I'm gonna roll up all my like pre-painted, all of my painted knights that I painted, and I'm just gonna roll this. And then Josh shows up with a full display board with freaking like 80 orcs on it.
Here's the knight for scale on it.
Oh please. Oh,
Jesus, man, that is nice.
So and then I'll have about 3 more tanks on here, and then a bunch of infantry. So it'll look awesome.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
Man, I don't even have a display board. I've never had one. Now you're like, I gotta make one. I'm just like, shit.
Oh yeah.
And
I know.
here is the bases I'm going to be having all my guys on. It's the Martian Iron Earth. Can't tell if you can tell on there, but it's
Oh,
you just
really?
paint this thing on and it crackles up to actually look like the Martian surface. So that'll be really
Dude,
cool.
that's so 20K, that Martian Earth. That's like so out. That's out this year. You know, just let you know.
That's the most 20K thing I've ever seen.
That's the most 20K thing I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, totally.
You tried, Colin. We appreciate it.
That looks dope, man.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see like display boards. I might just make one just to have one.
Oh yeah.
Just a big old desert board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put everything in the custom.
You gotta make it Black Sands, Michael, if you're gonna do desert board for Istvan.
I already painted on my bases normal sand.
Uh,
Like a scrub. Like a scrub. Mine are the guys that made it off of Istvan.
and they just went to another. They liked the desert so much they went to another one.
Nah, they just have to. That's where Primarchs be hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Right, of course.
So my boys like to kill some Primarchs, so they go and find them.
Yo, dog, we heard you like Primarchs, so we're here to show up and hang out.
Heck yeah. What are you working on, Josh?
Another Leviathan. I'm putting them together right now.
Another Leviathan?
Yeah. You know what? These things are so expensive, though, man. I mean, like, by the time you give them, you know, you're pushing like 360 points or
I
something
think mine's
like that.
395 for what I'm doing with mine.
Yeah.
In the drop pod?
In the
drop
right?
pod, 395.
Well, you don't want them like walking across the field because no one in their right mind is going to let that get close to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is though, Josh, with those guys, they put out a ton of firepower and they're really survivable.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and you know what's nice is you drop them in that drop pod. They don't have to get out of their drop pod. It's only the tactical squads and the Legion drop pods they got to jump out of. So he sits in there, then he comes screaming out the next turn.
He could scream inside of it and
And just bombard everything. Yeah.
and then continue screaming as he leaves.
Yeah, well, he has no mouth, but he must scream.
He's got like a little. I think a speaker on front of him. Yes, yes, yeah.
Oh, all right. So he does have a mouth.
You can't see anything in your camera, bro.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, contemptors and dreadnoughts can talk.
I know they can. I was being obnoxious, but
It's in the box room.
The Farabundus can't though.
The Castaferum, he got the no knees and no speaker box.
can't
No
fucking talk.
thumbs. No thumbs, bro.
He's literally, I have no mouth, but I must scream.
Can't eat ice cream with no thumbs.
Dude, it's rough.
No mouth.
Oh man.
Is that problem number 44, Michael?
Yeah, no thumbs. Dropped ice cream.
It's a hard knock life.
All right, so I guess that's everybody. Zach, do you want to update us on what you're working on over there, or for STIF 2?
I'm just putting. I've started on these drop pods. Like I started making some Sons of Horse drop pods. I'm not sure if they're going to be used or yet or not, but I wanted to get them put together. So
nice.
This is
Are you going to be running Sons of Horse for STIF 2?
Yeah, that's what it looks like right now.
Nah.
And you're bringing the War Master, aren't you, Josh?
Yep.
Or Zach?
Yep. That's the plan.
The War Master will never turn. He's a good guy. He wouldn't do that.
I ought to punch you in the mouth for even thinking that he would.
Yeah, I wanted to say that earlier. Like, Pretty's like,
up-
yeah, the
he's
War
straight up
the
G.
War Master gonna turn. I'm like, War Master's a War Master. He wouldn't do that to the Emperor.
Never.
Oh, no. He's a favored son.
He's a good guy. He wouldn't do that. I met Horse. He's a cool dude.
We had beers. We had beers together.
He told me he liked my clothes.
He told me that like he really admired the Ultramarines, and I really appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never forget.
No, you're. Yeah. You know, he's just placating Gilman's ego.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess at this point now, I guess we can talk about. Man, did anything come out this week from Forge World? It was just those kits, right?
The
Yeah.
updated tactical
The
squad.
handless wonders.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, like
The Mark V.
Look, Ma, no hands.
the what do you call it? The rhinos came back, which
Yep.
it hasn't been confirmed yet whether or not they're boxed up like it matters.
Someone wants to order one, find out for us.
Yeah, I may do that.
I gotta get some rhinos.
Yeah, same.
I need some rhinos too, bro.
I know that.
Guys, we should all just put money in and buy rhinos, just all of us.
Yeah, I know. It's
The
a
rhino.
group thing.
Did so I'm looking at them right now, and it looks like the only thing they took off was that right hand.
It depends.
Yeah.
Which ones are you looking at?
All of them. I mean, I'm
Because
looking. At all of
the Mark V and the Mark VI have updated poses.
them. Do they?
The Mark
Yeah.
V has completely updated poses, and so does Mark VI. Though the Mark VI poses look like they're from the Dark Furies, so if you don't like the Dark Fury poses, you might not like these that much.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even noticed that. And now I'm looking at my Mark VI like they're scrubs.
Right? Feels bad, right?
Man, I gotta trash my whole army now.
Yeah, these are Legion Mark VI, dude. These are 30k Mark VI. You have like 40k Mark VI, dude.
I have no, dude. I have.
Nah, dude, you got 40k Mark VI. Just sit down.
Shit's weak.
For real. I'm gonna burn all this shit. Go buy this cool new stuff.
Michael, give it to me. I'll burn it for you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad because I really wish I had some Mark V in my Blood Angels army. You know, which I might at some point, but you know,
I think
I've always wanted a Mark V.
they look cool, dude.
I screwed up by making my Seekers before seeing these guys.
Yeah,
These poses are legit.
you blew it, dude.
All over the screen.
Fucking amateur hour.
Oh, damn! It's getting deep in here.
I love you, Michael. Don't worry, I didn't mean it.
I'm done. Close it, shut it down.
I didn't mean it, baby. I can change.
I can change. Yeah, they look pretty dope, especially the Mark V, because I thought the Mark V was hideous.
Yeah, it's the pose changed. You change the pose, and you're like, oh shit, they actually don't look awful anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
And one of the other things I noticed is if you look at the Mark II and Mark III and Mark IV rims, they're actually thicker. So now when you're clipping them off the like the gates, they're not gonna fucking tear, and you're gonna have a bunch of fucked up like shoulder pad trims.
Oh, thank God. I see that too. Yeah, they do have thicker.
Oh, yeah.
Thicker.
I hear the new rhinos have like dubs on them too, right? Like 20s.
Yeah.
Like they're redoing the tracks.
Yeah.
Some spinner
So,
rims.
yeah, like
No.
As an
20
option?
trims? What?
Blades
Yeah.
is what they're called. They're not-
Blades.
they're not
Blades.
Oh, so those are what dozer blades are, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck! Dude, I've been modeling them wrong the whole time. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Dozer's just a brand.
Fuck.
Those blades.
Fuck.
Y'all been messing up the whole time.
Damn it. Why didn't anyone tell me? Shit.
And the train horns are the dirge casters, right?
Yeah, that's how they work. You know that? That's like that's in Codex Astartes.
Dude,
Yeah.
my rhino's gonna play La Cucaracha.
Oh, those are the Sonic Shriekers, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Honestly, like, and actually, Sam can back me up on this one because he helped me build it. When I used to play 40K, I used to have the what was it? The Street Sweeper list. What was it?
The leaf blower list?
Leaf blower list. My goodness.
The Imperial Guard one?
Yeah, with the
Leaf
Valkyries.
blower.
Yeah. So I used to run a bunch of Valkyries.
You're a terrible person.
And I had them all painted up and modeled like Vietnam drop troops.
Hell yes.
And so we had like everything was painted green, and then it was kind of like 101st Airborne Division.
So you had a flight of Valkyries,
Nice.
right?
Okay, well check this out. We actually took this little like speaker system, and I modeled it into a flyer base, and
Nice.
we put all these buildings around it, so like you couldn't see there was a speaker in there, and we ran the wire up to the actual like cabin of the Valkyrie, and there was like a little MP3 player in there, so we would either play Ride of the Valkyries, or we would play Paint It Black.
Nice.
With yeah.
So you needed that, and then to toss one more, and you needed Fortunate Son in there too.
Yes, every Vietnam song that you could think of, like Painted Black, All Along the Watchtower. Yeah, it's just so good. All this like 70s rock was playing.
Fuck, dude, I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that with my Solar Ox Army. Make it into a Vietnam one. Just have them fly around in Arvis lighters.
Oh, that'd be so sick. I would help you with that. Like, I'll go halvesies on that army with you.
Just do it, dude.
Well, everything will be swampy.
It's perfect. I have a dream.
Oh yeah. We should totally do that.
Let's do it, dude. I'm about it.
Dude, I think every army should have theme music. You know. I
Yeah,
think,
if you don't have theme music, you're doing your army wrong.
right,
Dude, my
right.
guys are like super stealthy. I don't like every army I've ever played has had theme music in my head. Like especially my Vietnam troops. You know, that was like every time I play them, I would like hear like Paint It Black, like like I could like hear it, but like my Raven Guard don't got it.
See, for me, it's the theme music usually ends up becoming what kind of music I was listening to at the time. So when I was working on White Scars, literally the theme music ended up being Kendrick Lamar, which kind of fit a little, like specifically the Spiteful Chant. It actually fit a lot better than I thought it would have. And so if you guys get the chance, go listen to the Spiteful Chant by Kendrick Lamar, and then think about the White Scars and their attitude, and matched up pretty good. I was a little surprised.
So
Oh yeah.
So let's okay. I guess let's just like veer off for a second here. Too bad Zach's not here because I feel like Zach would be like perfect for this little like impromptu segment here.
Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna get him on.
What kind of like CD would you expect to find in the like flagships of the Primarchs? Like,
Dude, Gilman's got classical. We know that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Gilman's got classical.
Oh yeah. You know he'd be classical.
Like I can own up to that.
Dude, you know Rogel Dorn is listening to elevator music like on his like.
No, look, Rogel Dorn is listening to like Static. Like.
Nah, dude, Rogel's all about that. It's Rogel Dorn. He's all about that trap music, dude.
just with his Kanye glasses, his Rogel Dorn.
Dude, I believe it. That's the Rogel Dorn I believe in.
Oh man. Okay.
Does this music appeal to you?
I bet
Does it make you want to unbutton your blouse? You know, Dorn's a total creeper, man. He's like, why don't you just make yourself at home on my sofa?
You'll notice that this carpet is cashmere.
You want a drink? I can pour you a drink.
Oh, crap.
It's very... like he's explaining shit that doesn't need to be explained. These popcorn ceilings were placed in... Oh man, like going on a blind date with Brogel Dorn would.
I'm just here for the Netflix and chill, fam. Come on.
It's like, I thought.
He's like, what is this Netflix? I have Hulu.
And chill.
What about? All right, here's a good one. What about Fulgrim? What do you think he's listening to?
Dude, Fulgrim's got like a bunch of edgy shit that he's listening to, but like it's not really edgy. It's just kind of pretend edgy. Like Marilyn, like I feel like he's like jamming out to Marilyn Manson, like, oh yeah, look how like edgy I am, but really it's just Marilyn Manson, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh man, dude. Oh man. What was that? What's that?
Hey, Woody says that Ferris is listening to Rammstein in his flagship.
Ferris? No. Ferris ain't that cool.
Nah, Ferris is listening to Last Resort by Papa Roach. Cut my life into pieces, dude.
Yes.
Cut my head off, you queer.
Suffocation, no breathing, dude.
Ferris has Limp Bizkit in his CD player right now. Like,
don't get me fucking my head's on Istvan.
Ferris has got Limp Bizkit in his CD player right now. I think we can all agree. What's that like style of like music where it's just like noise, like where it's just like shit noise?
Isn't it like industrial or whatever?
Yeah,
Something
Dubstep.
No. Like it literally sounds like somebody's like air condition is fucked up.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called,
Like
dude.
techno?
No, dude, fucking techno's good.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Like I feel like a Fulgrim was listening to techno before he started like changing, before he got corrupted.
I could see Fulgrim rocking out to like some like hipstery shit. Like, yeah, this is like so and so. You've probably never heard of him.
Yeah, that's Fulgrim. Or Lords of Acid. I think you'd be listening to some Lords of Acid, you know. Darling, come here, fuck me up the rear. You know?
Sam said Fulgrim gets Nicki Minaj.
Fulgrim?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Actually, I feel like
All
Fulgrim.
about that anaconda.
I feel like Fulgrim would appreciate Nicki.
Yeah.
Like I think he would like listen to it and like try and or like some Katy Perry. Like I could see him.
Dude, baby, you're a firework.
Yeah, I could see him jamming Firework.
Okay.
Pump himself up.
Come on, let your colors burn, dude.
Hold on. So Relaz asked about. I have the same question for Tabo without the hammer. Like, you know, I brought this up. He's just a fist, though, right? I mean, he just
Yeah,
fists
he just
off.
got his bare fists.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
He's 2 fingers and a fist.
You figure they'd give him something, right? Like, you know.
Nah, dude, he doesn't need it.
Does he have Smash or no?
No.
Primarchs have Smash or no?
I know Dorn has Smash. Smash.
That's about all he's got going for
Yeah.
him.
But what?
My fucking I-1 chainsword, dude.
But does Perturabo have Smash or no?
Harsh
know.
noise. I'm sorry. The genre is called harsh noise.
Fuck.
Harsh noise.
Damn. All right, that's a name.
Harsh noise.
Yeah, it's called harsh noise. If you go YouTube harsh noise right now, don't watch this webcast. No, yeah, it's called harsh noise. Sorry, I totally. But anyway, back to Perturabo and his bitchin' ass hand cannons.
Damn right. He does have bitchin' ass hand cannons. You know, but how do you get a good swing with a hand cannon, like, strapped to you? I guess if you're a Primarch, you don't give a shit.
Just do it, dude. To quote the Grandmaster Shia LaBeouf, just do it.
Just
You know, I don't know if you're talking about, like, because he's asking about fluff. Like, fluff-wise, okay, rule-wise in the 30K rulebook, Perturabo post-Istvan doesn't have any weapon rulebook-wise.
Pre-Istvan.
Pre-Istvan. But fluff-wise, Perturabo had his badass. He still had a hammer.
He had a hammer, but
And he had the Iron Circle as well. Those fucking badass robots with the giant ass shields, like that handle his business for him.
right.
They were his goons squad.
Dude, you got an Iron Circle. Like, if something gets past the Iron Circle, right? You know, he's pretty confident. I guess you'd have to say, right?
Nah, not after his ship got attacked. Not after he got his ass handed to him on the ship.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not talking about that. You know, I mean.
And Michael, who was the guys that?
Oh, the Imperial Fist.
They wore the yellow armor. I can't
That's
remember.
That's who it was.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
who
I
it
remember.
was. Oh yeah.
I remember.
All I remember was just yellow, just blurs of yellow, and it was mostly streams of piss from the Iron Warriors. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
You're
Wow.
killing me.
Wow.
That's horrible.
Didn't they, like,
I got your
completely
stream right here. I got your stream right here.
So Perturabo didn't have like a named hammer. His hammer didn't have a name beforehand.
No,
he
no.
stole it.
He didn't need one. He just
You know-
basically.
You know what though? I
the
mean, like,
writers didn't care enough.
Yeah.
look at shitty ass. I mean, like Angron, man. I feel sorry for Angron. He's like, oh man, I got this cool Mars armor. It's not even Artificer, so I 3-up save. I got my cool plasma gun. It's called what is the little plasma gun called? The fucking
The
I don't know,
Spite
you're
Furnace.
the
The
world
Spider
eater.
Inferno, I think, or something
The
like that.
Spite
yeah,
Furnace.
yeah. The Spite Furnace. That's what his
The
cool ass
master-crafted
name.
plasma pistol.
Yeah, it's like whoopity doo. You can give one to a sergeant. You know, it's like damn it. You know,
Yeah, at least Gilliman's got like a Strength 6 AP3 bolter, you know.
right?
I
The
feel,
arbitrator.
I feel like with the new update, they're gonna like update that a little bit for him.
I hope so. I hope so.
They're gonna fair it up a little bit.
I mean, let's at least make it like an 8-2 Spite Furnace. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, shit.
Nah,
Extra
dude.
shot.
Angron
just-
Angron
Angron
shouldn't be
just
shooting.
assaults
What are you
stuff.
doing, dude?
Angron don't need that shit, man.
You're playing him wrong if you're shooting stuff.
I'm just saying. Do you think he
Simon
gets some
couldn't have
like,
said it any better.
you know, Angron loses his plasma pistol every battle. He throws it at somebody.
Yeah, it does. It's like the scene from fucking Saving Private Ryan, where what's his name throws his pistol at the German dude after he throws his
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey Zach, you missed it. We were talking about which like if you were to go to each Primarch's flagship, what CD would you find in their CD player? So we already figured out that Fulgrim listens to harsh noise now, harsh noise music. I'm guessing Perturabo listens to like Pantera and shit, 'cause, you know, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Pertavo jams out to the 80s.
More like a Ministry, I think. Maybe
Ministry, yes. Yes.
some definitely industrial type music.
What about Mortarion?
Dude, he's listening to edgy shit. Like,
Oh, like some
Like how as you were talking about.
experimental shit.
yeah, he's like,
Like
he just, I don't know, dude. It's just like he's just trying a little too hard. Like you hear his music and you're like, oh shit.
He's just looking at you. Do you get it? Do you get it?
He's, you know, he's got his hoodie on all the time. He's just like, you guys just don't understand me.
If you gotta ask, just get out.
It's like that's just Yoko Ono screaming.
Get out of my room, Mom! Get out of my room!
Change your world,
Dad, I
right?
don't need your help.
Your world just got changed, right? You see things in a whole new light. Oh no? Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't?
You
I
did it?
did. You just don't understand. You didn't feel it. Did you even listen to the words?
I feel like that's almost more Lorgar than Mortarion at this point. Like,
Yeah.
No. Lorgar just listens to spoken word all the time.
yeah.
I think that's pretty
Some
obvious.
cape.
So we're gonna say Vulcan doesn't just listen to rap, right? Like, you know, like we're not gonna go there.
I think we just kind of like went around it.
Yeah, like
Hey man, it's like smooth jazz, I think. Not
I could see Vulcan as a smooth jazz kind of guy. I mean, he like does a lot of industrial furnace stuff too, though. So I'm kind of like, he could probably go like heavy metal. I could see it.
Dude, I just imagined in my head smooth jazz playing while like they're just
Burning everything.
like
Dude,
just black
Nah,
earthing.
dude, I got fucking Simon and Garfunkel. Like, hello, darkness, my old friend, as they're burning shit down. Like,
Dude, no, his hammer turns into a bass sax, right? Like he like flips it over and he just starts.
or maybe some Lionel Richie, like.
Hello.
what's
Is
that
it me
word?
you're looking for?
He
What's
just
up,
pulls out
like-
his saxophone. It's like, time to get to work, boys. Puts on his sunglasses.
Kenny
What's that
G,
song
no.
from the intro song from Fallout 3? It's the I can
He's gone. We lost him.
be
Oh.
with the whole
the freeze, the old freeze, Colin.
The freeze, Colin.
Yeah.
Freeze.
He froze.
You know,
He froze
Henry?
gone. But I'm looking it up right now. Fallout 3 intro song.
yeah, that song.
Look at Colin's face.
I don't want to set the world on fire
Yeah.
by the ink spots.
No, not
How
that.
about,
It's not. It's like from like the 30s, I think, or something like that.
Oh, no, that's some Gilliman stuff.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Gilman, fucking, Geralt's Listen to the Wanderer.
Oh yeah.
I'm the kind of guy that likes to roam around.
So Jagatai Khan's like some like Road Warrior type stuff.
Yeah, dude. Fucking like heavy metal, like this, like
No.
literally, he listens to the soundtrack from Fury Road. That's what he listens
No,
to.
he listens to the soundtrack from Conan the Barbarian. It's like constantly in the background.
No,
Boom,
that's
boom,
Russ.
boom,
That's
boom.
Russ.
He listens to that like that. Bing, bang, bang.
Wow,
Like,
that's racist, dude.
what? No. You know that donut. Is that a?
Oh. Let's do a contest, guys. Let's give some shit away.
Contest.
All right, so. All right, guys, moving past this segment because it got awkwardly racist.
That's on you, Michael.
It didn't until just now.
We were
Thanks
doing
a lot.
so well.
So, I even
All
kept
right.
my penis out of it.
Oh yeah, you're right. No,
There'd
real
be
quick,
more.
Space Wolves listen to Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes,
easy.
yes.
That was easy enough.
Yeah.
Good job, Rella. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
All right.
And drinking songs. Yeah.
Yeah, they listen to that Boston song plenty of times, I'm sure.
To be fair, it's a fantastic song.
Yes. Oh yeah. All right. So moving on to the contest.
Okay, so last week we had a question that went up, and anyone who answered the question correctly, name went into a drawing. And yes, it was a bit tough, so we decided to bring it down a little bit. So, something that's out there a little bit easier. If you're a fan of the Horus Heresy novels, this will come pretty easy to you. If you're a fan of the fluff.
Real quick,
What?
Josh, before you explain what's going on, we need to let them know how and what's going on with this cup that I'm holding in front of the screen.
Okay. I tell you what. You bring up the cup and tell them what's going on, and I'll divvy up the question.
All right, guys. So check this out. So we did have some entries last week, and the way this works is we decided to give away this cup that you see right here. It's got the Forgotten Legion on it. It's powder coated by Grim Brothers Powder Coating. It's a Yeti cup, so it'll last in a flaming truck. It's a pretty badass cup.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I got mine right here. It's fantastic. So anyway, so we're giving away this cup, and the way to get inside this contest is we have a trivia question. So with the trivia question, we have there's the only way to enter is to call our number. You have to call in and answer the trivia question.
What's that number again?
It's 814-2 TFL 30K. So 814-2 TFL, which I guess if you need me to pull out what the number is.
You have to look at your phone.
Yeah.
Good out.
8.
Oh my God.
3.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Failing.
I'm
Fail.
sorry, I don't write this down. It's so easy.
Man, what are you doing, dude?
It's so easy. Anyway, so if you call in while this podcast is still going on and answer the question, you get 2 entries in the drawing to get the cup. If you are the first one to answer this question, entries. If you call in somewhere week before we actually draw to see 1 entry. So all you guys listening right now, Sam, and you can still on air, and you have you get 3 entries.
We're having some sound issues right now.
Yeah, your sound blows ass. Every time you give out instructions, your sound goes to shit.
That's how it works. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, to reiterate what Michael said, how's my sound? Am I good?
Yes, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
check it out. So if you're the first one to answer this you're the first one to answer this question correctly, you'll get 3 entries of the drawing. As long as you answer this question during this podcast, you'll get 2 entries into the drawing. And if you answer between now and our next podcast next Sunday, you'll get 1 entry into the drawing for the Yeti Cup, the custom Yeti Cup with the Forgotten Legion logo laser etched onto it. Okay? All right. So, y'all, yeah, there it is. Thank you, Mike, for putting up the number up there on the who's dying so hard. Okay, anyway, here we go. All right. So the question is, and like I said, this question, if you're a fan of the Horus Heresy novels, you know, and you know, by all means, if you need to, Google it. I don't give a shit. Just answer it. All right. So here it is. Which captain of the Emperor's Children delivered the warning of Horus's treachery to the Space Marines on Istvan V? Which captain of the Emperor's Children delivered the warning of Horus's treachery to the Space Marines on Istvan V? All right, guys, there it is. So get to calling and
get to Googling, kids.
I actually know this one. I actually know this one. I'm excited.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Let's all high five.
Yeah.
Who is it? It's blank, right?
Blank, blankety, blank.
I feel.
Josh, do you mean?
Yes.
So Istvan 5 and not Istvan 3?
Istvan 5.
Istvan 5. Okay.
No.
Wait.
The treachery.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure you mean Istvan 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
It's
Three.
kidding, guys.
I'm just making sure.
Okay. Let's go. Istvan 3. Did I fail there? I should have ran this by the guys. You know, see, this is what happens.
It's a good question. It's just, you know, the wrong planet.
Yeah, you're just a whole planet off. You're in the right system. Kudos.
Hey, that's why I got Colin, the whacker.
That was a good catch, Colin, because I honestly didn't even think about it. I was just like, yeah.
So Istvan 3 is what we. So
is what we're looking for. Okay,
yeah.
so
Which Emperor's Children
captain delivered the warning of Horus's treachery to the Space Marines on Istvan 3.
I know this one too.
There we go.
Yeah, I knew it before I knew the right planet.
Yeah.
But,
it's Carol, right, guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. That's right. All right.
All right. So
it's.
All right. Cool.
Remus Ventanus, right?
Yeah.
Remus Anus Invictus.
It was Elon, right? Elon was the one that warned everybody.
It was Dorn, bro. Dorn.
Dorn. Dorn's a bitch. Dorn is a bitch.
All right.
Well, you're showing your Iron Warrior there, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So contest out of the way. So now we're gonna give y'all some time to answer that by going into the whack off.
Whack off.
Hey, somebody want to explain how the whack off works? Because I feel like I'm gonna fuck out on some audio.
Every time you say whack off, people are like, "What is going on here?" No, the whack off. Of course, we and it's fair. You know, it's fair. We have new listeners that that are tuning in. That like, what are these guys whacking off exactly? You know.
Somebody just called.
People know.
And left a voicemail.
Well, we may have.
Oh, 2 of them. Well, I mean, we still got a draw, but somebody just got 3 points.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so here's what whack off means. Whack off is WAAC, is win at all costs. So a lot of these units in in the rules, you know, some units can be exploited to give you the best combinations or the best win at all cost, build for your army. Of course, you still have to put them into use as far as like making a mesh with the rest of your army. But what we do like to do is we take an obscure unit, something that people don't really think about, or think it's too expensive, or what's the point cost for, or how to actually use these guys. And we analyze them. And I'm going to put Colin on the spot here. I think he is one of our top whack offers.
Whack off, that's for sure.
He's definitely
him on the map, son.
Yeah, that's right. He said, "Box Dread, I got this." All right, so Yeah, Colin, if you want to take us into this next segment, man, it's all you.
All right, so a little while ago, I was looking over the rules for the Legion Destroyer Squad. So I know they're a pretty cool unit, but like you think like, oh, Legion Destroyer Squad, that sounds really cool. Then you go to the point cost, and they seem pretty points inefficient. But they can actually have a pretty effective place in your army. The way I would want to run them is they come with 2 bolt pistols starting off with. They come with 2 bolt pistols, so they have the gunslinger rule, so they can fire both, along with the normal Space Marines gear, power armor, frag crack grenades, all that. And some of the cool things they can do is they can take jump backs, so they can move really far. And what I think is their best piece of war gear is their missile launcher with rad missiles.
Okay, let me ask you right quick, Colin. Can you take the missile launcher with a jump pack? Is that an option?
You absolutely can.
You can.
Nice.
And that's what I was going to lead into. So I think what I would do if I was going to take Legion Destroyers in a list, I would take base 5-man squad with one missile launcher, because it's 1 missile launcher per 5 guys, and then take jump packs. So then you have a 5-man unit with 225 points, but you can use this if you're not playing in especially like in a narrative event, and you're playing against certain types of like a certain list, say like Mechanicum, or against like a high toughness value opponent. You could definitely make use of the rad launchers, because any unsafe wounds you cause against with that rad missile launcher, which I believe is a small blast template, any wounds you cause, the unit is now reduced -1 toughness. So say like you're playing against a Mechanicum player, and then you face those big scary Castellix automata, send in those destroyer guys, deep strike them in, so then you'll get them really close to be able to get them in effective range really quickly, and then fire that rad missile launcher at them, so you can make their toughness lower, thus making it a lot easier for the rest of your army to help finish them off. So now those T7 Castellix are now T6.
So Colin,
yes, Simon?
I was going to say, here's an opinion I was going to ask you. Well, how do you feel about the Phosphex bombs on the Sergeant? Would you take those, or would you say that's a waste of points?
He can take up to 3.
Yes.
And I would say, and I think they're, 10 or 15 points, I think, a piece?
They're 10 points a pop, I believe.
Okay. They're 1 use a piece, and they're 6-inch range. That's my only thing. If you want to get that, if you can get that close, and you think you can do it, since if you're going to take them, take jump packs. Or I would say take a Phosphex bomb. I would 1 or 2, and you can fire the rad missile launcher first and make them, hopefully wound them, and make them like, say Space Marines T3. Now you're wounding on 2s instead of 3s with that Phosphex bomb, which is pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
And then my other thing would just say is if you're taking an orbital assault rite of war, then you wouldn't have to give them jump packs. You could give them a drop pod instead, and then you're like right on the money into the thick of combat turn 1, and then you're really making effect of that rad missile launcher.
Yeah, and you toss a Contemptor next to them, dude. You got that strength. You got those strength 6 carries. You start lighting them up.
And think about this, guys. If you drop those guys in there and you shoot that thing at a unit containing a Primarch and you wound that unit, that Primarch's now T5.
Nice.
That would put a really like a damper on your opponent, making their Primarch T5, because then you're if you send in like your own Primarch, your own badass close combat unit in there, then you're making it a lot harder or a lot easier for you to take that Primarch out.
And even on top of that, I mean, if we're talking about Mechanicum units, I know you were kind of mentioning like Castellax and Thanatars and stuff like that. Even Thalax are running around with toughness 5. So, you're not insta-killing them unless you're taking Medusas or whatever, and they're multi-wound units. And, I mean, we've seen in the past where somebody will manipulate their units and pull back the ones that have wounds and put fresh models in the front.
Yep.
So, so instead you drop a unit of destroyers behind them, drop that unit down to toughness 4.
And now send in the missile launcher support squad. Yep.
Send in the missile launchers. Send in the basilisk.
Insta-kill 'em.
Send in the. Anything. I mean, it's
anything strength rate above your Dorito dreadnoughts. Even your basic I would say missile launcher support squad and stuff just insta kills them at that point.
So Sam was asking why you would buy a drop pod instead of taking a jump pack. Because the drop pod,
yeah.
I can answer this one. The drop
Yeah.
pod is going to give you a lot more. It's much more accurate and it's cheaper. Because the drop pod is only 35 points, whereas the
75 points for the jump pack.
Is it? It's 50, isn't it? I thought it was.
It's 75.
Shit.
But it is a flat cost,
Yeah.
whether you take 5 or 10.
Oh, so that's one of those. If
Zach
you
is
buy a
correct.
bigger squad, it's
Oh,
kind of worth it a little bit more.
Yeah, but you're also losing mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Well-
they should. I mean, do you want these guys in combat?
No.
So
I would say no.
They're more of like the close range kind of guys. You want them in close range, but you don't want them in close combat. They could hold their own against like a tactical squad because they have the 2 bolt pistols, but I wouldn't send them in against much else. But the other thing with the drop pod, then you don't have to worry about mishapping with your scatter dice unless you're going off the board. So then like you can't mishap and then lose your destroyer squad to a mishap.
Which we all know happens more often than you think it would.
Yep.
I get real dangerous with my drop pod.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been there.
so that
Okay.
that makes sense. Like I would definitely take destroyers, and I mean honestly, especially if you have a lot of mechanical players in your area.
Mm-hmm. So Josh, that's a good tip for you to try out against Pretty.
If you're playing against Order Reductor, you should probably take some destroyers.
I got some coming.
Yeah, I made a pretty cool unit of destroyers. They were all censured Marines, which I thought made sense for the Ultramarines.
We have a couple of questions coming in.
I saw that.
Let's see. We have requests for the Iron Hands.
The Praevian, that's the one I believe she was.
I think he's talking about the Praevian, yeah.
It's not so much new. It did get some cool rules though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weber. Oh, Weber's chiming in on the chat. We love you, Ryan.
Put a
Yay!
master signal and gun shit down as you jump around the table.
I don't think Master Signals can join Legion Destroyers.
They cannot technically because only Mortats can do that.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be taking a Mortat.
No, dude, I'm all about Mortats. They're fun.
Yeah, and plus, if you're gonna take a Moritat and go for that sweet plasma goodness to unleash your load on someone, take destroyers to give him some wounds to make sure he gets there.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't see it. Like I don't see you. I was actually asking around on the Raven Guard 30K forums, like who's taking Mortats and what kind of averages they're getting on their chain fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, most people are like 4 shots, 6 shots.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like it just.
Well, Colin, you remember when I did it? I only ended up getting like 9 the one time I used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like 9 is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some broken shit, bro. I want some like.
That's not broken enough for you?
Well, the thing is, though, if you do it right, you don't do double plasma. You do plasma and Volkite. And Volkite you should rack up a decent number of hits.
Even with dual Volkite, you're hitting on 2s, and then if you can get preferred enemy like with Raven Guard, you're rerolling 1, so you're barely ever gonna fail. You're like a 1 in 36 chance of actually failing a roll with a dice. Like I'll take more hits and wounds over like maybe 5 or 10 with the plasma.
Yeah, that's
because you don't overheat. You don't overheat with the Volkite.
Yeah.
So one thing I did notice, and speaking of Mortat, and so I guess we can kind of throw the Mortat in with the destroyers.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I like, nobody takes librarians consoles. It just doesn't happen.
I take them sometimes.
Not anymore. Yeah, you're a fucking Death Guard player, and it makes my fucking brain hurt.
I like librarians, dude.
So
yeah, I know, but it doesn't make sense. You're a fucking Death Guard player. It doesn't work.
So
they were there.
No, Colin, we've had this argument before. I'm not gonna do it again.
So I know on the Mortat he's got the lone gunsman rule. So you can't take what do you call it with him? He doesn't get like the Rite of Wars or whatever or any benefits from
Yeah, he
another.
can't benefit from psychic powers or anything like that.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't say
Warlock
psychic
traits.
powers. It doesn't say psychic
Yeah,
powers.
It does.
It's in
Does
the
it?
FAQ. It's in the
Yeah.
FAQ. If it
Oh,
isn't already.
never mind.
Yeah,
So
he doesn't. He can't do the blessing thing anymore.
Yeah.
They nerfed that real quick.
He just got real shitty to me. Never mind.
yeah,
I was gonna talk about some.
He's still cool.
He's cool.
He's not Cadis Next cool, but he's cool.
Yeah, well, not all of us
Yeah.
get fucking fancy murderer, more attached special characters. All right.
Look
Yeah.
at this guy.
Some of us get the savior of Calth.
I get. Look how headless he is. Look. He's so headless. Oh, sorry, I had to show you. Cadis Next is ready to roll. He's just headless.
So is Cadis next we gonna start seeing him on the tabletop soon? Is that what I'm hearing?
An Adepticon, yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's
You
gonna
heard
be
it here first, folks.
Oh yeah, he'll be there because he doesn't have the lone gunsman rule.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So he can have decapitation strike. So he can have preferred enemy, independent character.
Dude,
quit.
He'll never fail to he'll never fail to hit.
Quit.
90 shots later.
I think you've gone past whacking off necks and gone straight to sucking off necks.
Absolutely. Are you shitting me? Like that's a one-man army. And it, thank you, Nick.
My bolt cannons. Oh God.
Your hand cannons are so gentle. No, but honestly, he's not even he's not 12-inch range with his pistol. It's 18-inch or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's just
Damn, dude.
he's just better all around.
You got length.
Yeah, girth. So girthy. That's so moose-like.
It's got some yaw.
Y'all. That's a good one.
I am actually Michael, you're gonna have to report back on me on that one because I'm kind of curious to see how he ends up doing.
I've been asking everybody who plays him, and like everybody's like, I don't play him because he for one he doesn't have people just assume it's like why do I want to take a rending expensive Moritat when I could take a cheap Moritat with AP2? And
Do they know what rending does?
Yeah. I mean they know what rending does, but why?
He's got precision shots, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He just got precision shots in the FAQ.
Damn.
So,
Damn,
Rand.
Gina.
So yeah, he's popping motherfuckers in their head, and nobody plays him. Nobody plays him with decapitation strike. I don't think they realize that he doesn't have a lone gunsman rule, so he gets preferred enemy. So I can't wait to roll him up against a Primarch and let him just I feel like it's if I take that to an event, somebody's gonna be like, that's not how that works. I'm like, well, yeah, it is, and they're gonna be like, oh, not during this event. Shut it down. Shut it down. You can't be rolling 90 dice in a row.
And then you
You're
publicly shame whoever that event organizer is.
Yeah.
So
What?
Burn him at the stake.
So, but yeah, I'm totally looking forward to that. I'm totally looking forward to running him. He just needs a head for him.
Mohawk head.
That's for mod.
But,
Recommend. I need the,
guys, I wanted to say, Relaz6 had another question. He was asking about the Iron Hands Pravian with robots having -1 strength on the shooting against the bots.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty good because with T7 Castellix, you're dropping bolters down to strength 3, basically making bolters unable to hurt Castellix. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I declare shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Yeah. Well, hey, I got a book out, guys. I got work in the morning, but y'all keep it going, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. All right.
Cool.
Bye-bye to everyone out there
All
in YouTube land.
See you, Josh.
See you later, Josh.
all right, guys. So we had for tonight anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did the whack off segment. We've already got 5 calls in already for the cup. So
That was a pretty easy question.
versus last week. Yeah, last week was pretty hard.
Did anyone figure out last week's?
Yeah, we had a few calls from last week.
Oh, good. All right.
So
We'll have to come up a little bit harder one for next time.
One of them was me. I want to win the cup.
guys, if y'all have any questions for us, the easiest way to get a hold of us is on our Facebook page. That's the South Texas Horse Heresy 30K group. We have people on there all the time showing off their armies, showing off what they've been working with, and everything like that. So if you want us to answer questions or just a whole community to answer a question for you, you just go throw it up there and it'll get answered. And if you want to send in your list for us to go over, we love going over lists and we love breaking down lists.
Tear it apart.
We will tear it apart for you. Like, just send us, like, if you're going for Fluffy, let us know that you're going for Fluffy first.
Yeah, so we don't shit all over it.
So we don't shit all over your Fluffy list.
And tell us what units you don't want to drop.
Yeah.
That too.
Just tell us what the intent of your list is going for. Like narrative, more tournament, competitive.
Yeah.
Beer hammer or what?
Yeah. We got this 30K thing down pretty down packed. So we've kind of seen it all.
Yeah, we're pretty fucking good at what we do.
So if you want to send your list in, it's the Forgotten Legion 30K@gmail.com, and just email your list, and we'll go over it on the webcast. We've been doing it every Sunday, and it seems like we're today because it's just been working out. So
yeah, do it.
So yeah, we'll so if you just want to call in to our tell us what's up, or we're totally cool with that too.
Yeah, if you want to tell us we suck and call in and tell us that, you can do that too.
Please do. Like if you on, I'd love to hear it from your.
Yeah, like if you think we're doing bad, let us know.
I'd love to hear it from your phone.
Yeah, do it, dude. We ain't scared.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. We're about
Better YouTube.
Adios.
All right. Good night, guys.